if I want to be the highest version of myself, if I want to be somebody that can go out and help others, if I want to be somebody that carries a message of hope and optimism, then it's in my best interest to look at that stuff and deal with it. Mm-hmm. And how many times have we seen people that will come into the rooms, and the term that they use in AA or NA or any 12-step meeting is white knuckling it.
Right.
And so for those of us that might not know what that is, can you explain what that is?
It's white knuckling it is like just bearing it as best you can without like doing any alleviating work, I guess, you know, kind of going at it alone, taking the hardest path possible, you know, just holding on as tight as you can to whatever it is you're trying to let go of without, you know, doing the work that it's needed to release it.
Right.
You know,
it's like just not
holding
drinking.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just holding on to all that shit because, you know, I mean, let's be honest. If the truth is in my world, the way that I see it is, as a man, you know, there's certain, you know, stigmas that come along with it. And one of them is like, and it's getting better, but one of them is, you know, you don't talk about your feelings. You don't talk about your past. You don't talk about the things that scare you, your fears. Yeah. You don't need help with anything. Everything you should be able to handle it all alone. You should definitely be good with your finances. You should be good with your diet, not have any vices, be able to control all your emotions, not question your sexuality or, you know, you stand up, you fight for what you believe in and be nice, but also fuck everybody that doesn't agree with you. And it gets real dicey. Right. And so, we have to come to a place where like you have to do the work to decide of what kind of person you want to be and then move forward into the action that takes you there. And it's one thing to be able to do this work. It's another thing to be able to do this work in a manner that you're able to teach someone else to be able to do this work too. For me, the biggest payoff for all this stuff is teaching another man how to go through and address his own trauma in a manner that works for him based off of my experience, right? So if I can get a message that is clear and I can draw a map of how I dissected from when I finally stopped drinking to when I started drinking and see what happened in my life that made that first drink, that first alcoholic drink work for me, right? Because
what made it so relieving?
Yeah, right. And it's a fucking lot of thinking, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of facing a lot of shit. You know, it's a lot of admitting. It's a lot of letting go of things that have happened and happened to you and things that you've done that have affected other people. Because another underlying issue is just shame. You know,
Sure.
Like I've dealt with living in that shame of the way that I treated the people that loved me or lied to them or took from them or, you know, all those things. And so shame is a big underlying issue for alcoholism, suicide, depression. You know, shame is connected to all that. And so you take lack of trust, you know, pile on a little bit of shame along with some low self-esteem, you know, butter it up with some alcoholism, throw it in the oven and you know, cook it for 30 years, pull out a fucking disaster cake.
Yeah. And it's no wonder, you know, like you want to eat that cake with a side of, you know, Jack Daniels or whatever it is, you know.